Hello, I'm Erin Cox, the author of One Hot Mama, The Guide to Getting Your Mind and Body Back After Baby. This week I'm on Chapter 8, which is The Power of Motherhood. What a blessing it is to be a mom. It is the toughest, most demanding, crazy, sometimes it drives you crazy kind of job, but it's the most beautiful, powerful, wonderful thing we do. You know, when you hold your sleeping baby, you look down, you can forget about all the screaming, the fussiness, everything else, because it's beautiful. And you know what? I think it only gets better. I'm sure there's going to be a point when I have 2 teenage daughters where I'm going to take that back. But now that I've got a 5-year-old, she's so smart and fun and interesting, and I love having conversations with her. My 2-year-old is just crazy funny, she's just becoming her own little person, so hilarious. And my 3-month-old, oh gosh, he's just yummy. I could hold him and cuddle with him. Oh, he's so precious. But, the point of this chapter is motherhood has the power to make you a better woman. Here's why. We have to set an example for our children. Every day, the way we bring ourselves into the world, we are showing our children how to behave, how to act, how to react. Oh, it is so true. The mornings I wake up, I meditate, I'm calm, I'm peaceful, I'm happy. My children follow suit. It is a fact. The mornings I am stressed out, I'm tired, I've got a deadline, I haven't been taking good care of myself. I can see it in my children. They actually will mimic my behavior. So when I am joyful and happy, I feel like the whole house has a lighter mood. When I eat well, my children eat well. Mothers have the power to just set an example in everything we do, how we treat people. If we treat people with kindness and respect, our children will treat people with kindness and respect. Everything we do, from exercising, eating really healthy food, I don't want to stress you out. It doesn't need to stress you out. It just should challenge us to become the best version of ourselves. There's no doubt that when you are the very best version of yourself, you're true to yourself, you're living your dreams, you are setting that kind of example for your child. So, motherhood is extremely powerful. It has the power to bond you with other women. I've noticed that, my bonds with my other mother friends are even tighter than ever. I have a whole new respect for my mom. The things that used to drive me crazy, her wanting me to call her when I was driving somewhere, even as an adult. I so get it now. I so get that now. And so I'm sure you have all kinds of stories like that. And also with your girlfriends, we have like this invisible club, even if it's unspoken, that we know what each other are going through. When you're having a rough day, your friends don't judge you. They see what's going on with your kids and they understand. So I also feel like moms have a more global compassion. We have love. We feel such tenderness for our children. And so when we see other women suffering and not being able to provide for their children, I think we have an opportunity to support these women in a way that we may not have understood before, or we might not have had the compassion to do before. So I urge you to support other women, support other moms, support other charities that support moms, because as we know, even when you have ample means and ample food, ample money, it can be a very tough job. So support those mamas out there who are not as fortunate, please. So this week I am really getting back into the exercise. I've been traveling, it's summertime, I've been so busy, and I've been still trying to get my workouts in, but I have to admit, last week we drove to Lake Tahoe. I didn't work out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Ooh. And that's okay, that happens sometimes. So today I went running and it felt fantastic. I also weighed myself this morning and I am over halfway to my goal, but I still have a long way to go. I have to be totally honest. But slow and steady, that's what I say is the best way to go. And I have not dieted. Like I've said many times, I don't believe in dieting. I am going to try to cut out sugar a little bit more because, sugar's, like I mentioned last week, it's not good for you. And I'm pretty convinced that it's something that I would like to reduce as much as I can. However, now I'm going to talk about caffeine. Caffeine is something that a lot of people believe causes trouble with your adrenal glands. It causes, your heart rate to increase. It causes other health problems, anxiety. If you suffer from anxiety, maybe caffeine isn't good for you. But if you're a mom and you're exhausted and you need just a little something to pick you up and have a little time to kind of get your mind centered and focused, then I am all for a cup of coffee. I am a huge believer. I get up in the morning and I can't tell you how much I look forward to my first cup of coffee, and I sit and I meditate and I enjoy it, and I can feel it just energizing me. There actually is tons of research out there that coffee drinkers have lower rates of Parkinson's, dementia, and all sorts of other diseases because there are such high concentrations of antioxidants. Now, if you're a nursing mama, you might want to limit your caffeine to 2 to 3 cups a day. The La Leche League actually says you can have coffee in moderation. Definitely less than 300 milligrams is kind of the key. So Starbucks drip coffee has quite a bit. You might want to limit yourself to 1 cup of Starbucks. For me, I have 2 cups in the morning. It doesn't increase my heart rate, doesn't make me feel anxious, doesn't make me sweat. If you're having enough caffeine to where you feel jittery, you feel nervous, your heart rate increases, then that's probably not good for you. And also, if you have a baby with a sensitive tummy, you can just tell it doesn't work for your baby, then skip it out. Keep it out of your diet. But otherwise, I say go for it. We need all the energy we can get. So that's it for this week. The power of motherhood. It is, like I said, one of the most beautiful things that we can do, and it just really has the potential to push us to be the very, very, very best version of ourselves. So let it do that for you today. That's all. I can't wait to see you next week, and thank you so much for joining me.